don't forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack make it backflip. Telly Hank did with the action. With the vital speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby Maine. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
Roll running, roll running. I'm up all night, I'm stacking, I'm trying to get the money. I'm roll running,
If we don't see it, then nobody see who killed Lil Lonnie, but God saw it. And God gonna judge that person. Like I say, I got shot 13 times. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Don't move. Y'all stay down.
What's happening?
Stay down. Stay down, Casey.
Hold on, I go. Damn.
Stay down, Casey.
Damn. What a car is?
I shit in the goddamn
What a car is? What they hit? Oh, hold on. What they hit?
Hold on, Casey. What they hit? Down there, man.
What they hit? What they hit? What they hit? What they hit? What they hit?
Let me get a big boy.
What a car?
Let me get it.
Let me get a big boy.
Damn, my little man's in the damn
What a car?
I know man's in the truck.
What a car is? Where they shooting from? Where? I got it. I got it. I ain't What a car? I don't know.
That a car right there. The black one. Give me to my
What
truck.
black car?
That black one right there.
They gone?
Yeah. That bag come right there.
Huh?
Give me to my truck. Put that bag up here.
So we're live at Edwards Avenue and Rockdale Drive in Jackson, where this was supposed to be the second of two candlelight vigils tonight in Jackson to remember the rapper Lil Lonnie. We've heard from witnesses a short time ago that as a large crowd was gathering at this church on Edwards Avenue, somebody started firing shots. There was gunfire. People scattered. People started running for their dear lives, absolutely terrified when they heard those gunshots ring out. We don't know if anyone has been injured. JPD and Hinds County Sheriff's deputies now on the scene, and this is quite a tense and sort of a jolting moment. A lot of people are angry that something like this would happen when, again, they're supposed to be remembering the life of young little Lonnie, who lost his life this past weekend, a rising rapper who was shot and killed over the weekend, and now something like this.
Hey man, things are getting fishy out here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just put it like that. You know, some fuck shit. Stay away from me. No distractions. None of that. Get out of here.
One suspect arrested in Dallas, already brought back to Jackson. Another one now in custody in Austin, Texas. JPD revealing this afternoon they are not through rounding up suspects in the murder of local rapper Lil Lonnie.
roll running. I'm up all night, I'm stacking, I'm trying to get the money. I'm roll running, I'm roll running, I'm roll running. I'm roll running, I'm roll running, I'm roll running. I'm geeked off all of the uppers and gas, I'm roll running. I get no break, little nigga. You ain't getting no K, little nigga. Roll running all day, little nigga. Get paid, little nigga. You hate, little nigga.
Lonnie Taylor was an up-and-coming local rapper. Little Lonnie, as he was called on stage, was starting to capture attention from music producers and promoters. But his sister, Crystal Kapler, says her brother apparently captured the wrong attention from gunmen.
Senseless. It was nothing that he'd done to anyone. He didn't have any beef or anything in the streets. Nobody, everyone loved him.
Jackson police have made 2 arrests. One is 21-year-old Monya Davis, arrested in Dallas. Another is also in custody in Texas. They are charged in the drive-by shooting that happened in 2018 on Montebello Drive when shots were fired into the back window of the car driven by Little Lonnie. He died there on scene.
What we are gathering and getting from the detectives is that someone just senseless did that out of not having nothing to do in Jackson. Someone just ended up following him and killing him.
Well, the investigation ongoing, so it's unclear exactly what took place, but it doesn't appear to be robbery. So right now is uncertain.
Monya Davis has already been brought back from Dallas to Jackson. Bond denied for him. 21-year-old Antoine Carr is in Austin, Texas. Authorities say they're still working on extradition, and they do say today they expect to make at least one more arrest in connection with this investigation. Live from JPD headquarters, Scott Simmons, 16 WAPT News.
Now, when you talk about people that died before they were able to live out their potential, it won't be long before Lonnie, little Lonnie Taylor, comes up on that list. What up, though? It's your ace Popalot. We in the town of Jackson, Mississippi on MOBB business. Now, I'm going to go back into a personal history lesson. In 2012 or so, when Chief Keef and his Glory Boys crew bursted onto the scene, it really was like nothing ever seen before, because he had a local hit, which was Don't Like, and then Kanye West took it upon himself to hop on that remix, and that brought it to national attention. Now, if you was in Chicago, and if you was a real hip-hop head, you probably heard it, but it was Kanye West kind of co-signing it that would take Chief Keef to another level. But Chief Keef would be the first of many people that would come from virtually out of nowhere. And at that time, though they had superstars like Common and Kanye and guys like Twister came from there and Do or Die, Chicago was literally out of nowhere in 2012 when Chief Keef arose from that city. And I want to say that Little Lonnie was a product of that, being able to come up out of a town like Jackson musically, which is not really known for their musicians and definitely wasn't known at that time. And it would be about 3 years from when Chief Keef would pop off to where Lonnie would really make a name for himself in this game. And it would start really when he would release a single by the name of Colors. The video for the song was released on October 1st, 2005 on Little Lonnie's YouTube channel, and 7 years later, it has gone on to amass 15 million views. But to be honest, he was really making waves before that. The first video that he would ever release would be a song titled Road Running, which he released at the age of 19. The song being produced by Zaytoven. It was hard not to see the talent in this young artist that was coming out of Mississippi. Now, not only Little Lonnie's music and his come up was different, as like I said, it wasn't really many young artists making waves like he started to do, especially coming from where he came from. But if you ever watched one of his interviews, he almost had something where you would like personally take a liking to him, because some people kind of come across the camera as like, yo, this dude just seemed like a good dude and had just freshly graduated high school. He would be in an interview with DJ Smalls talking about how he attended Jackson State. And during the course of my research, I would read several articles that would say how he was able to maintain a high level or standard of academics regardless of the success or regardless of the workload that he had dealing with the music career that he was trying to pursue. So I remember kind of seeing that interview with DJ Smalls at that time, and it kind of struck me different. But being that it's a few years later, I'm a few years older, it really, really strikes me at how different Little Lonnie really was from some of his counterparts that was doing music. And really what I mean by that, in a day and age where people are tattooing their first album name on their forehead, he was trying to pursue a college degree, almost thinking about after rap before his actual rap career really even got started. In interviews written about Lonnie, they would talk about how he lost his mother at a really young age, and he was brought up in a single father household in a very dangerous part of Jackson, Mississippi. It was said that his older brother, a guy by the name of Lorenzo Taylor, and several friends of his would introduce Little Lonnie to hip hop at a really young age, with some outlets saying that he started rapping as early as 2010. Everything would really take off for the star from Jackson, Mississippi after his song Colors would go viral. He would cross paths and get advice from the likes of 50 Cent. And in November of 2015, he would go on to release his debut mixtape, They Know What's Going On. The project would take off online and it would be downloaded more than 100,000 times. He would go on to release They Know What's Going On Part 2 the very next year in June of 2016. And by that time, he was able to bring on heavyweights from the industry, guys like Bryson Tiller, Moneybagg Yo, K-Camp, and Slim Jimmy from the group Ray Sherman. And coming out of a city like Jackson, Mississippi, that was almost unprecedented. And I think Little Lonnie even knew that himself. And you could look back to a post on Instagram that he would post on January 18, 2018, where he would post a meme, which looks like him shooting a video with the meme caption saying, "I'm from Mississippi, the land of zero opportunity, and any come up is a blessing." And to be honest, he was really one of the first artists to let you know that when you get any kind of success, you really have to position yourself somewhere else to kind of move further. Not that you have to leave the hood, but it's going to be a lot harder to make it in that hood or that environment that you used to with trying to do what you're trying to do. And it would only be a few months from when Lonnie would make that post on how hard it was to get out of Mississippi on April 30th, 2018, where he would be driving in his SUV in North Jackson, Mississippi, and he would be shot multiple times and killed. He would be in the company of a female passenger who was said to be shook up after the shooting but not injured. Several men would be found guilty for the murder of Little Lonnie. And when I was researching this, I even seen clips on YouTube where one of them was kind of co-snitching, saying that they really didn't want to shoot Lonnie or they didn't know it was Lonnie and saying it wasn't him. Just a whole kind of bunch of different shit. But in a situation like this, it's really hard to tell because it easily could have been jealousy. And even deeper than that, maybe the girl that Lonnie was with was a girl that somebody in the hood or one of them niggas been trying to get forever. You really just never know. That's why, in the famous words of 50 Cent, man, I ain't trying to beef with them niggas, so I get my bitches from somewhere else. And not to say that any of that I mentioned is what got Lonnie killed, but if you a music artist and you worried about your persona or your image, if that's not established with the music out, you probably definitely want to look at Little Lonnie as a case, really, because it probably would have been a lot different had he been trying to shake and make moves from LA or Atlanta or something like that. Now, Little Lonnie was far from reaching what I would consider to be his potential, but I definitely want to know how many of y'all were familiar with Little Lonnie, with his death taking place in 2018. And if y'all are familiar or Little Lonnie fans, besides Color, what are some of y'all favorite songs? So the people not familiar with Little Lonnie would know what to go check out. I appreciate y'all, Jackson, for rolling out the red carpet. Everybody, y'all make sure y'all hit the red subscribe button and the bell right under this video so y'all know when this real Trill Spill shit is dropping. Y'all make sure y'all run downstairs, tag that comment box up where I need to go, what gangsters I miss, what I got wrong, what stories I need to tell, who I need to talk about, what I need to talk about, all that. Tap in, Twitter, Instagram, POP_A_LOT. And until the next time we link, salute the almighty MOBB.